This is Quick Clip 3.06, Balancing Act Part 1, and in this first lesson we're going to start talking about how to balance chemical equations. Now before we get deeper into this, we need to make sure we understand how to read a chemical formula for a molecule. And I'm going to use the example of a ham sandwich to do this. Now let's say we have a ham sandwich and the ingredients are simple. We need 2 slices of bread, 2 slices of ham, and a slice of cheese. Now we can convert these ingredients to like a pretend molecular formula where we have BD2, which represents the 2 pieces of bread, HA3 is the 3 slices of ham, and CH is the slice of cheese. So that's our chemical formula for a ham sandwich. Now let's say we want 3 ham sandwiches. Well, a 3 goes right in front of that chemical formula. And here are the rest of our ham sandwiches. And so what we do is to determine how many total pieces of bread, how many total pieces of ham, and how many total pieces of cheese there are. To do that, we just multiply each ingredient by 3. So 2 pieces of bread times 3 is going to mean that there are 6 pieces of bread. 3 slices of ham times 3 means that there are going to be 9 slices of ham. And 1 slice of cheese times 3 is going to give us 3 slices of cheese. And this is exactly what we do when we're looking at molecules and the number of molecules in a chemical equation. So if we have H2O, for instance, the H2, that small number, means that there are 2 hydrogens. O by itself means that there's just 1 oxygen, and that would be a model of an H2O molecule. Now let's say we have 4 H2O molecules. Well, just like our ham sandwich, that number goes right out in front. And this is saying we have 4 H2O molecules. And now to total up these atoms, we're going to multiply it by 4. So the 2 hydrogens times 4 is going to make 8 hydrogens in total. The 1 oxygen times 4 makes 4 oxygens in total. Let's look at another one, H2SO4. So the H2 tells us that there are 2 hydrogens. The S by itself tells us that there is 1 sulfur. And the O4 tells us that there are 4 oxygens in our molecule. So let's say we wanted 3 of these molecules. And so here are the other 2 H2SO4s. Those are our 3 molecules in total. Now, in order to determine how many atoms there are of each element, we're going to multiply each ingredient by 3. So our 2 hydrogens multiplied by 3 becomes 6 hydrogens in total. Our 1 sulfur multiplied by 3 comes to 3 sulfurs in total. And then our 4 oxygens times 3 equals 12 oxygens in total. All right, so part of what confuses students a lot of times are the numbers. What do each one of these numbers mean? There's a big number, and then there are these small numbers. The small numbers, like the 2 and the 4 of H2SO4, those numbers represent the number of atoms in the molecule, right? And in my example, it was the number of pieces of bread. It was the number of pieces of ham, all right? So it was the number of those elements, the number of atoms. The larger number out in front, that number 3, what's called the coefficient, that's the number of total molecules, or the number of ham sandwiches. So remember that the front number is the number of total molecules, and then the smaller numbers are the number of individual atoms of each element.